Darrell, first of all, sorry to start on a negative, but given the weekend and looking at the league table, just what do you make of the position you are in now with that gap?
I think it's hard not to be negatively, isn't it? Obviously, you've the situation we're in. This has been, me personally, it's been a disappointment. It's been a whirlwind 21 days, whatever that's been, and the 5 games. And obviously, we're disappointed. I'm disappointed with the points total. But as anything, we move on quickly to the next game.
What can you do about it? Obviously, because the transfer window is closed. And at the same time, we've seen you give pretty much everybody in the squad a go since you've come in. How much are you learning? Yeah,
you're always learning leading this game, to be honest with you, learning about the squad. I don't think you're going to learn everything about that in the days I've been here, to be honest with you. But what I will say is the buck stops with me. I'm the manager of this football club. I can't control what went in the past. And let's be honest, John did a certainly a great job leading up to, I think it was beginning of November, where things were starting to go to not go so well. So I think the case of the matter is that the buck stops with me. These are my players now, and I've got to get more out of them. So I have no problems sitting here and telling you that, we're disappointed, even though I've had a short space to work with the players, and I want a lot more from myself and a lot more from my group.
I'm seeing comments from fans all the time talking about tomorrow's game, home game against Oldham, not too far above you in the League Two table. Without saying we take things one step at a time, how big is that game tomorrow, in your opinion?
I think it's a massive game. I think everyone sees that as a massive game. We're on a disappointing run, and we're looking to get the 3 points, that's for sure. And so are Oldham. So tough test, decent away form in the league this year. But we've got to go and attack the game. We've got to put all them negative thoughts behind us. You can't control what's happened, can't control previously Saturday's result. And the only thing you can do about it is get a result, get the 3 points on board Tuesday night, and then go from there. And until that happens, there's always a lot of anxiety of where we are in position in the league. I've been there before, I've been through it, and you understand that as a manager. But for me, as the leader of the group, I have to control that. I have to bestly prepare my players as quickly as I can in the space of time, and make sure we're ready to go, which is for a massive game tomorrow night.
When a new manager comes in halfway through a season, it's normally because something has gone wrong somewhere. You just mentioned how things were moving okay until the start of November. Looking at the situation now compared with what you were expecting when you came in, how much worse are the problems?
Do you know what, Lee? I don't want to keep going back over that, if that makes sense. For me, let's move to the future. This is where we're at. Manager's come in for 5 games. He's not got the points total that he'd have liked. Let's forget about the past. For me, the players are what we've got. The players need my full support, albeit I lost my head Saturday, and the players will tell you that. I'll let them know exactly how I feel of the performance Saturday. But I think it's a case of let's move forward. Can't keep saying this went wrong, this went wrong, this went wrong for whatever reason. Whatever's gone before me or whatnot. The only thing I can change is while I'm in the building, and then results haven't come for me just yet. I think the changes and the things I've put in place will hopefully make us better and stronger along these next 13 games, but time will tell.
Well, as we look forward then at the remaining 13 games, it looks like at the minute they're going to be in a relegation battle, which you've said in your own words before. How hopeful are you that Tom Pope could return to be a part of that? What can you tell us about his fitness?
Yeah, Tom's working hard on his fitness, obviously with a broken, dislocated shoulder. What he did do, obviously he can do plenty of fitness work, so he's working hard on his fitness levels, but he'll heal when he heals, and pushing him hard. My staff are pushing him hard to try and get him back as quickly and fit as possible, because that experience, certainly in and amongst the squad, you miss that.
Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.
Top man, Lee. Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Darrell, obviously you're in a position where you've possibly been there before, not too many occasions, but how do you approach it? Because we know what you want your players to do, but it must hurt you, and we know it hurts you because you've pointed that forward. But how do you motivate yourself, when you're like that? It must be difficult as, on your own, because once they cross the white line, you can't do literally anything about it, can you, Darrell?
No, but you pick yourself up. Listen, for me, I hurt massively. I buy into the projects that I'm working for. You know, I'm already getting the feel of what a fantastic football club this is, and the passion in the fan base. And even though they're not there yet, so I hurt for them. And it's up to me that my players represent what the club and the fans are about. So yes, I'm on the floor Saturday night, all on the floor Sunday, Monday morning. My players don't see me that way. I'm ready to go again. You know, I'm the leader of this group. You know, you lead the men, and we lead them into the next game, and that's what I do. You know, we prepare as best we possibly can, and I make sure that the players go out there tomorrow night with as much confidence as they can be, albeit with the results not going too well for us so far.
And you made it pretty clear we are in a relegation battle. There's no question about that. But it's what you do. You can't rely on other teams, Darrell. I know a lot of fans, and we're all guilty of it, looking over your shoulder if they lose or if they do that, and they're looking at the other. But you've just got to keep your focus on your team, haven't you? Without
a shadow of a doubt. I'm not one of those, to be honest with you, what other teams doing. My job is to get this team, a group, better. And like I said before, no matter, you know, from November, I think the run's been pretty poor over a sustained period of time, having been on a really good run and not missing out on the top 7 last season. For whatever reason, a lot of things have gone wrong, and it's up to me to stop that tide. I haven't been able to do it yet. Do I think I'll be able to change it in the near future? Yes. I think there's a lot of work to go into that to turn it around into a yes. But I certainly feel that once we start getting 1 or 2 positive results, hopefully we can build that run together to get ourselves out of trouble.
Touching on to the opposition, as you all well ready now, they've lost or departed company with their management team. I mean, how do you view that? Because will they change direction of what you know? Because you've obviously done your research on the way they play. Would they change direction, or not? Are you not worried about the way they set up?
They might change direction. The thing is with Oldham is that they're renowned for getting rid of the managers, aren't they? You know, I personally thought Harry deserved time. I think managers deserve time at football clubs. I've been in an unfortunate position that every club I've been at, that I've had time, that I've left the football club in a lot better place than when I started it. And that's what managers need. I think Harry needed time. I'm disappointed he's lost his job. But for me, our focus is ruthless, and we need the 3 points. It doesn't matter who's in the dugout tomorrow night, who am I managing against Oldham. The fact of the matter is I want to win the football match.
And that's what it's all about, really. You've got to concentrate solely on yourself, and the players have got to do likewise and follow your lead, Darrell, haven't they?
Certainly. You know, like I said to the players half-time and after the game, it's about being men. It's about representing the club. For players, like I said before, sometimes it's a manager's job to make sure they care about the badge and what the club's of football about, and that's my job to make sure that they do. Make sure that they understand the history of this football club and how vital it is that they start moving forward very, very quickly and under no illusions of what I expect. And I expect a lot better than what we dished out at spells on Saturday.
Thanks for joining us, Darrell. Good luck.
Top man. Thank you.
Darrell, I've seen today that part of the fans forum on Thursday. Is that part of what you were talking about and leading from the front, as you mentioned after the game on Saturday?
I have no problems. I'll speak to the fans that have come up to the training ground. I'll speak as openly and as honest as I possibly can be. I like to think I'm straight down the line. I upset 1 or 2 people along the way with that, but I'm not going to change. I'm a heart on my sleeve sort of guy. We'll do it for them. But like I said, and I'll repeat again, the buck stops with me now. I'm not looking to shift responsibility. I certainly don't want to come across that way. Yes, is there 1 or 2 things that I don't understand why, but at the end of the day, that's by the by. For me, it's about me changing this mentality of this group, and I'll be working every single minute of the day to make sure that is the case, and then we start getting results. They're going to point us in the right direction in the league.
Yeah. I get on Saturday, you didn't want to sort of distract from the first 80 minutes by talking about the last 10, but I just wondered, reflecting, how pleased were you with your substitutions and Will Swan in particular?
Yeah, no, listen, when the dust settles, I've watched the game back, and it's pleasing for Will. He looked bright when he came on. Made a difference, got a goal, and we obviously got the second. It's a shame we couldn't have nicked the third, but it would have been a nicking for me, in my personal opinion, on the performance. But it's a shame we didn't quite get that. So the positives were is for me is we got to take that final 10 minutes into the whole game on Tuesday night. That's what we got to do. We've got to concentrate on the positives of that last 10 minutes. Now the dust has settled. I didn't see the many positives straight after the game Saturday, but we'll take that and we'll try and take it into Tuesday night and hopefully get the first 3 points for my reign as a manager here, but more importantly, 3 points for the club.
I noticed Scott Burgess wasn't in the A team, but I think he travelled on Saturday. Is he sort of fit and available?
No. Burgess, he's travelled, part of the squad. I think we know that the squad's a decent size here, isn't it? To be honest with you, so there's going to be some times where players go, "Well, he started the other week. Now he's not in the 18." I pick my bench on. I don't just pick just because he played the last game. I pick my bench on what the potential changes that I might need to be forecasted in the next game. So certainly the players are all in line of what I'm trying to do here. Need more from them. Need more from me. So, but there's certainly no problems with any players in the squad, and they're all going to be doing their best to make sure that we climb the table.
Great, and I know you're obviously not going to tell your team, but are there any lads you've been out to who could be in contention for tomorrow?
Hopefully, Mike. We'll see where the team sheet's named, and we'll see how we go. And certainly happy to answer all them questions after the game. That's for sure.